Picture this. 8-year-old Kwame descends 100 feet underground in a shaft no wider than a kitchen sink, with nothing but a flashlight taped to his forehead. Above ground, American mining executive James Patterson signs a contract worth $500 million. These two lives, worlds apart, are connected by one element: gold. While Patterson's daughter wears a gold necklace worth $5,000 in New York, Kwame earns less than $2 a day, risking his life. But when these two worlds suddenly collide in an unexpected way, the truth that emerges shakes the foundations of the global gold industry. Here's what really happened. In the heart of Ghana, where red dust meets golden dreams, a shocking truth lies buried deeper than any mine shaft. Every year, billions of dollars worth of gold leaves African soil, yet the communities sitting on these treasures remain trapped in poverty. Today, we're exposing a story that multinational corporations don't want you to hear: a tale of modern-day exploitation that connects Wall Street boardrooms to African villages. From child laborers as young as 5 years old to mercury-poisoned rivers that once sustained entire civilizations. This is the dark reality behind the glittering gold in your jewelry box. What you're about to discover will change how you see every piece of gold forever. This isn't just Africa's story, it's humanity's shame. Africa produces over 30% of the world's gold, yet remains the poorest continent on Earth. This paradox begins in places like Obuasi, Ghana, where the soil literally glitters with gold dust, but children walk barefoot to schools without roofs. Massive multinational corporations from Denver, Toronto, and London arrive with promises of prosperity, offering local chiefs $50,000 for land rights that will generate billions. James Patterson, our American executive from Colorado, represents one such company. He believes he's bringing development to Africa, but his company's reality tells a different story. They pay local workers $3 to $5 daily, while the same job in America pays $200. Safety equipment mandatory in U.S. mines becomes optional in Africa. When accidents happen weekly, victims receive compensation that wouldn't cover a month's rent in Denver. The environmental devastation is catastrophic. Cyanide and mercury poison water sources for generations. In Mali, entire rivers have turned orange from mine runoff. Children develop neurological disorders from mercury exposure, dismissed as tropical diseases by company doctors. Farmland that fed communities for centuries becomes barren moonscapes. Through complex corporate structures involving shell companies in Delaware and Switzerland, profits vanish before taxation. African governments receive less than 3% of the gold's final value. A gold bar worth $750,000 might generate just $20,000 for the host country. The illegal mining sector, born from desperation, claims 10,000 lives annually. Children like Kwame work in abandoned corporate mine shafts because their families have no choice. Their farms destroyed, water poisoned, traditional livelihoods erased. They dig with bare hands, breathing toxic dust, finding just enough gold to survive another day. International regulations exist but remain toothless. The Dodd-Frank Act requires disclosure, but loopholes abound. Companies simply restructure, relocate, or rebrand. The gold flows, suffering continues, and consumers remain unaware that their wedding rings contain African children's tears. This isn't just resource extraction, it's systematic exploitation designed by Manhattan lawyers, executed by London engineers, protected by Washington politicians. The gold mining industry has perfected 21st century colonialism, extracting wealth while leaving only poverty and poison behind. Meet Sarah Mensah, a 35-year-old mother from Presti, Ghana. Her husband died in a mine collapse 3 years ago, one of 200 unofficial deaths that year. The American-owned company offered her $500 and a bag of rice as compensation. When she refused to sign papers absolving them of responsibility, even that disappeared. Now Sarah works as an illegal miner herself, crushing rocks while her 12-year-old daughter watches her siblings. Dr. Michael Obeng, running the only clinic serving 50,000 people near Tarkwa, treats hundreds monthly for respiratory disease, kidney failure, and birth defects. We're seeing cancers in teenagers, dementia in people barely 40, he says. Mercury levels in pregnant women here are 50 times whose safety limits. When he tried publishing his findings, the mining company threatened to withdraw his clinic's funding. UNICEF estimates over 1 million children work in African gold mines. They don't attend school, they can't read or write. Their growth is stunted from malnutrition and toxic exposure. During international inspections, companies hide child workers. presenting falsified records. The moment inspectors leave, children return to the shafts. James Patterson discovered this reality during an unexpected site visit. A wrong turn led him to an unofficial entrance where dozens of children hauled rocks. Among them was Kwame, whose family lived on company land. Patterson's own 8-year-old son was safe in Denver's private school. The image haunted him. Two boys, same age, universes apart. Women face unique horrors. Sexual assault is endemic where desperate poverty meets male-dominated power structures. Women traders provide sexual favors for better prices. Young girls are trafficked to mining camps. When they become pregnant or contract HIV, they're discarded without care. Mental health devastation pervades everything. Suicide rates triple national averages. Alcoholism offers temporary escape from permanent misery. Men who once proudly farmed ancestral lands drink away their shame. The psychological trauma passes through generations. Joseph Akoto, who worked in mines from age 10 to 25, now lives in Accra. "I still dream I'm underground," he says. His lungs are permanently damaged. At 30, he looks 50. He's lucky he escaped alive while thousands of children remain trapped underground. The deception begins in boardrooms where executives craft sustainability reports filled with photos of smiling African children in company-built schools. These schools often exist only on paper. Wells are drilled for publicity then abandoned. Community development funds disappear into offshore accounts controlled by corrupt officials and company intermediaries. Wall Street fuels this deception. Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan Chase finance mining operations through complex instruments obscuring accountability. Pension funds from Ohio teachers and California firefighters unknowingly invest in companies destroying African communities. When activists raise concerns, they're told divestment would hurt returns. Profits matter more than people. The conflict-free gold certification is largely theater. Companies pay for certificates from agencies they help fund. Inspections are announced months in advance, allowing cover-ups. Gold from child labor operations gets mixed with clean gold at refineries. By the time it reaches Tiffany's or Apple, its bloody origin has been laundered through paperwork. James Patterson's awakening came through discovering internal emails discussing minimizing compensation, dividing communities to prevent resistance, and blaming environmental damage on illegal miners. His reports had been edited to remove references to child labor. When he raised concerns, his Denver boss said, "Maximize shareholder value, not play humanitarian." Corruption extends to the highest levels. Officials receive bribes disguised as consulting fees. Ministers' children get American university scholarships. Presidential families become silent partners in mining ventures. Reform-minded politicians face company-funded opposition or orchestrated scandals. International aid perpetuates the cycle. The U.S. gives Ghana $300 million annually while American companies extract $5 billion in gold. Aid comes with conditions requiring favorable investment climates, meaning minimal regulations and taxes. It's neocolonialism dressed as charity. Technology companies, despite progressive images, are complicit. Every smartphone contains 0.034 grams of gold. Apple uses 35 tons annually. Despite ethical sourcing promises, supply chains remain deliberately opaque. Media outlets, dependent on corporate advertising, rarely investigate aggressively. They frame disasters as isolated incidents rather than systematic exploitation. African journalists face intimidation and violence for truthful reporting. After decades of extraction, mining communities remain poorer than before companies arrived. Roads service only mine sites. Hospitals treat only employees. This isn't development, it's destruction disguised as progress. Don't let this story end here. Share this video to expose the truth. Research the sources of gold and products you buy. Support organizations fighting for mining justice in Africa. Write to your representatives demanding stronger regulations on American mining companies abroad. Your voice matters, silence enables suffering. Act now before another child descends into darkness for your gold. The story of African gold mining is a mirror reflecting humanity's capacity for both greed and redemption. Every piece of gold carries a history written in blood, tears, and broken dreams. Yet change is possible. When James Patterson finally resigned, sacrificing his $1 million salary, he started a foundation supporting mining communities. When consumers demand transparency, companies respond. When governments enforce regulations, children return to schools instead of mine shafts. But change requires courage to confront uncomfortable truths, to sacrifice convenience for conscience, to value human life over profit margins. The gold glittering in store windows blinds us to the darkness of its origin. Only when we acknowledge this darkness can we begin to bring light. The choice is ours: continue funding suffering through willful ignorance, or demand an industry that enriches communities rather than exploiting them. The children in those mine shafts are waiting for our answer.